This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It's a 2010 Chevy Silverado 1500. That's a half ton. Two-wheel drive, 5.3 liter LT Texas edition. Interestingly enough, it came from El Paso. It is a theft recovery, purchased directly from an insurance company in El Paso. It's on a salvage title due to theft. It has almost 17,000 miles. I think it's 16,900, I believe. Beautiful truck. Please watch the little 3-minute animated video. It tells you why insurance companies give these salvage titles when they're not wrecked or flooded or burnt, damaged at all. It's about liability to them, implied liability. They don't want to have to do with anything to do with guaranteeing anything. So their way out of it is to throw it under the bus. So if you crash this truck after you buy it from me, you can't hold Allstate or Geico or anyone responsible. They're just saying we want away. They've already lost a fortune, and a $1 million lawsuit doesn't sound good to them. So they sell it on a salvage title. But watch that video and you'll understand a little bit more. Anyway, it's got a nice set of tires. Nice rims. These are P275 5520, so it's on 20s, factory 20s. Very pretty. It's got a couple little scrapes and a ding near the gas door, and that's about it. I think $10 worth of touch-up paint and a $100 dent bust, and this thing would be on the front line at any dealership. I said, that tire's probably 50% tread on the front. Yeah, I'd say 50% tread. I think there's enough tread to go anywhere in the country from Tucson. Boy, the passenger doors are perfect. There's a little scrape right here. You can't feel any dent there. So if you put touch-up paint, and this is that clear coating stuff to protect the wheel that it got into here. So if you just got a little bit of touch-up paint, that would be gone. I wouldn't do anything else other than that. Wow. I'm really surprised they sold this thing. I'm surprised that someone at the insurance company didn't buy it for themselves. There's a little ding here in the rear bumper. You have a brand new spare. Show you try to give you some undercarriage video there. And you have a tow package. There's your bed liner. It doesn't look like the bed liner ever had anything heavy or anything spilled in it. That's always a good thing. Tailgates are generally hammered, and that one's perfect. It's crazy what they do with these things, throwing the title under the bus. It's amazing. And like on the other side, there's a little scrape around this door, around this wheel, I'm sorry. That touch-up paint would, you can see that there's a little bit of a ding in that, just a tiny bit. Really, touch-up paint would take your eye away from that, and it wouldn't notice. And then there's a dent right in front of the gas door. But it's not jagged or shallow, so you get a dent buster to push that out. I'm not 97% sure that would push out. Let's see, get a different angle on it. It's kind of, if you're at the wrong angle, you don't even notice it's there. But it's my job to point it out. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to get an angle that would be more conducive to viewing it. Anyway, the rest of this truck is just, wow. Oh, somebody should go to jail for putting these things on salvage titles and losing that much money. Of course, it jacks up our premiums when they lose that money too, so it's not necessarily, it's good for us, for my business, and for you buying this truck, but boy, it's insane. They scraped out the sticker because they were trying to hide it. 5.3 liter. There's a nice big hole for a backup battery there. There's all your, that's your GM stamp there. There's your GM stamp there, so you know that the fenders are all factory and nothing's been wrecked or replaced or anything. It looks like a, wow. Boy, no wonder our premiums are through the roof. Alright, let's look at the roof, speaking of that. Interestingly enough, they left the OnStar antenna intact. Usually they break those off, and there's a big hole there on the roof. So this tells me another clue is that it probably wasn't stolen by real bad guys. It's probably somebody who couldn't make their payment and just hid it and reported it stolen. This doesn't have any of the earmarks of a stolen vehicle. The ignition wasn't broken, nothing was done. All we did was send it to detail and put a battery in it. They didn't even steal the catalytic converters, which is another hallmark of what they do. Let's see. I don't know, someone dirty shirt hopped in there because that was, there you go. Got airbags in the seat. Alright, grab the keys. Hop in here. Let's look under this first. There you go. Nothing really to report here, is there? I like boring. Boring means good to me. And there's really nothing negative to say here, so it's very, very, very positive here. Put on my seatbelt. There you go. Wow. Alright. This is the second of the two really nice vehicles. I just did a 2009 Ram 3500 that the dealers at Tucson Dodge were stupid enough to sell. And this one. So I'm kind of spoiled this morning driving these brand new vehicles. This is cool. Okay. Texas edition. Dash. There's all your gauges. 16th, I'm sorry, it's 16,345. For some reason I thought it was 16.9, but it's 3. 16,345. There's your gauges. Just came back from detail, which is a ride down I-10. So it was nice and warmed up before we got it. You got cruise control here. You've got tilt wheel here. That works. All your light switches. Let's check the windows. There's that window. Driver rear window. Passenger rear window. And driver front window. Passenger front window, I'm sorry. Let's see the mirrors here. Let's make sure we got mirrors that work. They're famous for not working. Air is blowing ice cold and like a hurricane and cold. And let's see, let's go for a ride. Alright, because this is being sold on a salvage title, if you want to come to Tucson and drive it home, we have to take it to Motor Vehicles here in Arizona and get it a level 3 inspection done by the cops. We take the salvage title, the truck down, pay them $50 and wait with the truck sometimes all day. We charge $200 to do this because there's about half the time we're there all day. They don't let us go leave it there like they used to. So we have to stay with it. So that's why we have to charge that. Sometimes we're lucky and we're out of there quickly. Sometimes not. We have to be there at 6 in the morning though to be first in line. Anyway, so it's $200 to restore the title. That allows us to get a restored salvage title, which then you can get insurance and plates. Obviously you can't drive without insurance and plates, so that's why that's mandatory. Also, there's a $250 dock fee for coming to Tucson and doing the deal. And there's taxes. Taxes are 2% city tax here in Tucson. That's all you pay plus whatever your state tax rate is. If your state tax rate is 0, like Alaska or Oregon, I think there's a couple other states, all you're going to pay is our city tax of 2%, plus the dock fee of $250, plus $200 to restore the title. Arizona residents, our state tax rate is 7.1%, so they're going to pay a total of 9.1% tax, $250 dock fee, and $200 to restore the title. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're going to pay is the agreed upon price. If you want us to restore the title before it leaves, so that you have a restored salvage title and already, that's fine. We'll do that. You can just add $200 to that. If you don't want us to do it for you, please make sure that you call your motor vehicle person, a department, get a first and last name, and write their last names down, because if they're wrong, you're going to want to strangle them. Let me do this real quick. Yeah, anti-slip, right on. Okay, I would say this thing runs fine. No vibrations at all. Perfect shifting. This is just a sweet truck. Anyhow, make sure that you get a first and last name of a person who tells you that you're fine with bringing this vehicle. All you're going to get, tell them all you're going to get is an Arizona salvage title, the bill of sale, and the truck itself. And that there's nothing else ever coming. No receipts, nothing, because there are no receipts. Nothing was missing. Okay, this is exactly how we got the truck. So, please make sure, once it's in Michigan or Montana, it's a long ship and very expensive to bring it back here. Obviously, you can't drive it back here. So, if you waive us restoring the title, make sure that you are positive you can get it done yourself. Okay? Beautiful truck. One other thing, please make sure that you get a deposit in once we have an agreed upon price. No deposit, no deal. If we make a deal and you don't make a deposit and 5 minutes later somebody comes in with money, we're going to sell it to them. So the minute we have a deal, it's very easy to make a deposit through our system, and please get that done so that there's no disappointment, no unhappiness. Okay? Thanks very much. Have a great weekend and a great week. Safe Thanksgiving, etc. Thank you.